Minister Coveney, Board Bia, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm delighted to be able to present to you the Kerry sustainability journey that we've been on and the importance of it and the criticality of it to our business. But it's particularly pleasing to be able to present it in conjunction with many of our customers up here this morning. And I think it truly resonates how sustainability can work into the future. We've been on this journey for some time, and an organization of 24,000 people spread around the world. The important part was to get it initiated throughout the whole organization, and to do so, we had to build a business case. Many of the reasons around the business case you've heard here this morning, and I don't want to sound repetitious or anything like that, but they do impact our business, whether it's globalization, climate change, increasing consumption, and obviously expanding population. But equally so, we live in a very transparent world. Compared to 10 years ago or 20 years ago, the visibility around and the knowledge around the supply chain, raw materials, water shortages, biodiversity, and the importance now through awareness for health and nutrition, ethical consumerism, online connectivity and transparency, and it goes on. The world is changing, and our business model had to embrace and adopt all of these. In terms of sustainable practice will be a driver for business growth. There are many drivers in terms of business growth, but certainly sustainability can contribute. When you look at the whole area of business efficiencies, managing risk or managing uncertainty, as we refer to it, our license to operate in the first place, why do we have the right to go into a customer and think that we can solve their problems to their liking? We need to inspire our people, and we need to drive innovation. In terms of reputation, Jason outlined earlier how important it is to all organizations, and particularly to public companies, and the value that is placed on reputation. And it is complex, and it touches many aspects of any organization, whether it is in the whole area of quality, environmentally responsible, obviously, open and transparent, being well organized and being able to handle growth, and obviously rewarding employees and treating them fairly. In summary, we felt, from a Kerry perspective, which is a growth organization, that there was a very solid business case to have a sustainable program throughout the organization and have it embedded into our way of doing business and our mission statement. So perhaps moving on into the Kerry and how it impacts our business. First and foremost, it's embedded into our mission statement in terms of the ethical standards, the ethical behavior and the standards by which we do business, and our responsibility towards the environment and the communities in which we serve. In terms of the business, and maybe a number of people may not be familiar with Kerry, whose origin or roots were in a cooperative movement, creating a cooperative to provide viability for farmers in the southwest of Ireland. That has grown substantially to being a public company that now has almost 6 billion in sales and a market cap of 8 billion euros worldwide. It is listed on the Irish and the London Stock Exchange. Institutional investors from all over the world participate in Kerry. We operate in 140 countries from a sales perspective, operations in 24 countries, 24,000 employees. We've got two businesses. We've got an ingredients and flavors business making up 80% of the group that operates worldwide. And then we've got a consumer foods business that make up 20% of the group that is primarily in Ireland and the UK with a little bit in Europe. I'll speak about both businesses. And first is ingredients and flavors business, a 4 billion plus business worldwide, managed around the world through technologies. And those technologies touch many aspects of foods that we consume every day. It is a B2B business, and many of the customers here today, many of the companies here today are our customers. And we touch products or help develop products that you may consume every day across all sectors in the food and beverage industry, and we do it globally. In terms of how we collaborate with our customers, it's around taste, convenience, nutrition, and value, and bringing together consumer-preferred solutions. All very nice in a Venn diagram, but in terms of execution, can be somewhat polar opposites. Sometimes you think of nutrition, is it affordable? Sometimes you think of convenience, does it taste good? And our job is to make that successful and to help our customers do so as well. Here's a snapshot of some of our customers around the world, and obviously all very credible, reputable organizations that have the right to demand from their suppliers a sustainable way of doing business. In terms of what's important to our customers and how we can create value for them is through our innovation and technology. Of our total revenue, we spend 4.5% in R&D, and that's just what we spend every day. It doesn't include further capital expenditures. Very significant for the overall organization and hugely significant for the future of the organization. And we do so through hubs, if you will, or technology innovation centers that we have located around the world, and one under construction here in Ireland. In terms of our foods business, the other 20% is a leading manufacturer of value-added branded and customer-branded chilled foods in the Irish and UK markets. Our customers are the retailers throughout that geography. It is a 1.7 billion euro business, and it's all in the chilled category around meat, dairy, and meal solutions. The majority of the business is in the UK, and the majority of the business, 56–57%, is branded, and the remainder being store label. In terms of the dual strategy for growth, that's embraced throughout the whole organization, and it is built on 3 key pillars that magnify out into how we structure our organization around the world in both businesses: technologies, markets, customers. And from that, we were able to derive an architecture that has led to a transformation project, which I'll touch on a little bit later, that is ongoing for several years now, with several years yet to go. In terms of that transformation, obviously the strategies at the front end, our go-to-market, our operating models in terms of how we operate, how we source, and how we leverage our capability within the organization, and then how we connect. It's not just computer systems anymore, they are a given. It's about creating those virtual networks, social networks equivalent within organizations to be able to execute on the strategies of the organization around the world. In terms of sustainability and securing growth, it is embedded into our business, and it is a journey of continuous improvement. It will separate, we believe, or improve our competitiveness while enhancing the quality of life and protecting the natural resources where we operate. It embodies in the environment, economic objectives and social objectives. And we have organized this through 4 pillars, not unlike somewhat you've seen here earlier, through the environment, the marketplace, the workplace, and the community where we operate. Now that sustainability has to be measurable to be effective over time. And we have group-wide time-bound quantified targets measuring that journey and measuring it throughout the organization, which I'll touch on a little bit later. And we have a governance structure amongst the executives around that sustainability program, which we obviously report to our board on a regular basis. In terms of the 4 areas, what's included in those 4 pillars? And there's obviously You can't just look at it simply through the prism, but it does help organize it, or you can't just look at it through one cylinder, if you will. Environment covers climate, efficiency, and waste, obviously. The marketplace driving nutrition, sourcing, and obviously quality. The workplace, people ethics, and how we treat people. And obviously the community in terms of social and economic, as well as some carryover from the other three pillars as well. Some of those measures or targets that we have set for ourselves, good progress recorded in carbon, energy, and water conservation and waste minimization to date. The targets that we have set for ourselves, we have achieved 8% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions in 2012, with a target of 12% through 2014. We want to reduce our water use by 4% through 2014 and reduce our waste by 6.5% by 2014. And again, sticking with the origins of the organization, partnering with our farmers and obviously our customers in a sustainable sourcing of strategic ingredients and supply chain initiatives. In terms of the marketplace, Kerry, we recognize, and it's in our heritage as well, embrace our responsibility to our customers and the broader community to provide nutrition that can provide a well-balanced diet for consumers. And to that end, what is nutrition? And it covers many areas, difficult to define, and everybody perhaps has a different definition depending on their perspective. But from a Kerry perspective, it's about general wellness, all the way through life stage nutrition, gender nutrition, and people with specific conditions or needs. And in that vein, we have a portfolio of technologies, very highly scientific and medically approved nutritional ingredients and actives that are applied to food. We have the ability to enable those nutritional benefits to be embedded in ingredients, as well as delivering them in systems or developing prototypes of systems in conjunction with our customers. In terms of our foods business, it's a better for you program, as it has to link with our consumers and our customers, the retailers. We have a very active program ongoing around calorie, sodium, and saturated fat reduction with clear targets, and positive nutrition around our snacking, particularly in the whole area of cheese strings, and utilizing our technology around clean labeling and natural solutions. In the whole area of sustainable sourcing, we do so in conjunction with our suppliers and our customers. A very complicated area because many of our ingredients come from many parts of the world, and we do so with the platforms that are in place like SEDEX, which is a one audit for all who are participating. And we are obviously partnering with the dairy farmers in Ireland in a sustainable milk production. Again, I refer back to where we've come from. While though Kerry has grown significantly beyond milk, still we believe in what we set out from the very beginning in terms of an on-farm sustainability program, and we continue to work with our farmers in terms of profit improvement. We've given a contract out through 2025 to our farmers to give them line of sight and visibility through a very delicate, I would say, a milestone that's about to take place when quotas are removed so that people can plan their businesses accordingly. And we continue to invest in the whole area of milk processing and use it to develop a business very much around nutrition on into the future. And so we're one of the biggest fans of Origin Green, and we're delighted to be able to support it, and we think it will have a positive impact on our business going forward. Fair to say at this point in time, there's a realization that we're very fortunate. We're very fortunate in terms of our geo-positioning, in terms of the climate, in terms of our size perhaps, and that we can have a very viable milk industry going forward, and with excellent quality that can satisfy needs around the world. In terms of the workplace, central to our success is the commitment, skill, and creativity of our people. It doesn't all come from the top. It is our people, and if the environment is right and they're treated fairly, then the organization will prosper. We have the codes of conduct that we expect from our people, the embedding of social responsibility when they come on board, embrace diversity across the workplace, and obviously make sure that people are rewarded fairly for their efforts and they have a good livelihood. In terms of the communities in which we operate, and there are many, as you can imagine from the operations that we have around the world, obviously we support entrepreneurship, we support amenity and community development. Our philanthropic money goes towards education, arts and sport, and obviously sustainable agriculture, and again the whole area of health and nutrition. In terms of a project that we're very proud to be associated with in conjunction with Concern, the point was made earlier about the impact of nutrition and how it can have generational effects, not a one lifetime effect in terms of the malnutrition, the damage malnutrition can cause in the first 1,000 days. RAIN is realigning agriculture to improve nutrition, which is basically about improving agriculture in areas that are really challenged and build a model that can be replicated and perhaps improve the livelihood of many communities throughout the geography of Africa. And we're very proud to be associated with that, and it is something that is very dear to us and close to our heart. So in summary, we believe that a business like Kerry, the collaboration with our customers, the overall engagement with all stakeholders, the passion, capabilities and commitment of our people, the implementation of Origin Green, and we will have a successful, sustainable program. And that sustainability program will enable business performance, development, and growth on into the future. Thank you very much, and I hope I've given you a good overview of how sustainability is now embedded into the Kerry organization. Thank you very much.